Welcome to the last in this series, Challenges to Faith. Many people you meet will say, I live a good life. I don't see the need for God or the church. Back in 2009, the British Humanist Society sponsored adverts on the sides of buses, advising, there's probably no God. Now stop worrying and enjoy your life. Most Christians in Britain would, I think, say they do enjoy their lives, and often that in fact their faith helps them to stop worrying. And surveys generally show that having a faith and also being part of a religious community both improve our sense of well-being and overall our health. The British Humanist website explained that humanists believe in being good, thinking clearly, and living well, but all within a secular framework without any consideration of God or religious beliefs. So on the face of it, being good, thinking clearly, and living well sounds very sensible and positive. However, digging deeper in the website explains that their idea of thinking clearly means that everything has to be proved by science, which makes for a rather sterile and one-sided view of the world, without allowing for intuitive or holistic thinking and the reflection that a religious outlook can provide. Being good is defined as treating others as you would want to be treated yourself. But without a deep inner motivation that our faith provides, that's not as easy as it sounds. Trying to be happy includes being connected to others, allowing varied paths to different individuals, and valuing creativity in the arts. This is also uncontroversial, but is it within reach for most of us? The doctor or nurse who goes to a war zone with Médecins Sans Frontières to treat the injured? The scientist determined to work methodically in a lab for years to make a breakthrough in the fight for a cure for cancer? Or the activist passionate for social justice? All of those can probably see their lives as lived in accordance with humanist values and find a home in a humanistic belief system. But what of the young man who's got into the wrong crowd and been to prison and is now trying to find a new way forward in his life? Or the administrator always asked to take on tasks she hasn't had the training or experience to do well? Or the single mum struggling to have enough money to put food on the table? Can thinking clearly, being good, and living well provide a narrative to help them find meaning in their lives? I wonder if humanism is really a belief system attractive only to those who are able to live a moral life by their own effort, perhaps who have had more privilege and good breaks. The passage that came to my mind most thinking over these things was Jesus' parable of the Pharisee and the tax collector. To some who are confident of their own righteousness and look down on everyone else, Jesus told this parable. Two men went up to the temple to pray, one a Pharisee and the other a tax collector. The Pharisee stood by himself and prayed, God, I thank you that I am not like other people, robbers, evildoers, adulterers, or even like this tax collector. I fast twice a week and give 1/10 of all I get. But the tax collector stood at a distance. He would not even look up to heaven, but beat his breast and said, God, have mercy on me, a sinner. I tell you that this man, rather than the other, went home justified before God. For all those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. The good humanist could perhaps compliment themselves on not holding unscientific or unprovable beliefs, or beliefs that could divide them from other people who think differently, and believe they were living their life in an honourable way. But at root, I believe, as the song says, everyone needs forgiveness, the kindness of a saviour. None of us live up to what we should be doing. But the answer is not to stop worrying because there is probably no God, as the bus adverts advised, but to recognise that God is there, to throw ourselves into his loving arms and find there the peace, purpose and well-being we all seek for.
So take me as you find me, all my fears and failures. Fill my life again. I give my life to follow everything I believe in. Now I surrender. Now I surrender. He can move the mountains. My God is mighty to save. He is mighty to save. Forever, author of salvation. He rose and conquered the grave. Jesus conquered the grave. Shine your light and let the whole world see.
We're singing for the glory of the risen King.
Jesus, shine your light and let the whole world see. We're singing for the glory of the risen King. Savior, he can move the mountains. My God is mighty to save. He is mighty to save. Forever, author of salvation. He rose and conquered the grave. Jesus conquered the grave.